Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and today we are back with another slime video. And we're going to take on the second stage of the Progenitors Arrival quest. Yes, I know I'm on break, but these are new events. I can't help myself. This stage is different than the first stage in both gimmicks and units that we're fighting. So now we're fighting Guy, Misery, and Rain. What are they doing? Barrier. When barrier is destroyed, activates effect, gives you 200 skill points, decreases the skill cost by 30 for all targets. Oh, so okay, so when you break his barrier, he makes your skills cheaper and gives you skill points? Well, that seems nice of him. Okay, what does Misery do? Guard, guard power, physical attack, heals. Okay. And Rain seals, pierce, crit, and synergy. Oh. Okay. The three primary buffs. Well, you know what can get around that? Lord's Ambition or Frieren's Magic State. Okay. The field effects. Decreases all souls, including Rainbow's skill point increase. Oh, so that's why he gives you skill points. Increases SP by 170 at the start of battle. Can exceed limit. So 170 plus your starting 30. So you're going to have 200 skill points to start out the fight? Okay. And how much? I didn't look at their health. 1,000,000. Okay. So they are a little bit tankier than the first stage with different gimmicks. Okay. Yeah, let's build a Frieren team. Okay, so we're to make a, different than the first video team, still cheeky, still full magic. We're taking out the Octagram Lumi in place of the light masked hero. This is still a full magic team. Obviously, if you don't have the light masked hero, just bring in Octagram Lumi or Violet, and you could substitute Violet or this hero for a lot of different characters. We already know that Frieren can do a butt ton of damage, and the Frieren team normally doesn't have Pierce or Synergy, so adding these in, or doesn't have Crit, sorry. So adding the new hero in could be quite a good thing. Stark and Mirren are free-to-play characters, and they'll work fine. It's just that we have to play around the gimmicks of this stage, which are different than the first one. We have to break the barrier, which should pose... should be a bit interesting. But there's the seal that Rain puts on that we can negate with Frieren's Magic State. And that's 5 orbs right there. That looks good to me. So, let's just do that. And we'll send this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gets us a stack of Himmel. Does not quite get us the ult, which is good, because I don't want to get the ult this early. We are limited on points until we can break the barrier, quote unquote. Yeah. So this is great, because we have 3 oranges and we have 1 Himmel. So great. And yeah, let's do this. We shouldn't get Stark's ult, so we should just get the Frieren ult here. When do I use the Magic State skill, I guess is the better question. I guess we can use it now? Yeah, let's just use it now. We got the points for it. And fuck, you know what? Let's rewind while we're at it. We don't really need Fern up front except for protection gauge trait. Let's take Stark out of here. And yeah, let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That gets us the EX ult with Frieren, so that works out pretty well. And then again, the seal doesn't matter as long as we nuke in the next 3, well, on the 3rd turn that it's active. That's not a great hand. There are no even greens. Like, I brought Mirren to change greens to oranges, and we didn't get a single green orb. Okay. Okay, there's the barrier. Okay. Maybe I should have brought Cleash again. Okay, so let's, let's rewind here. Let's do that. So, rewind, and then we'll bring Stark in, and we will alt swap away. Boom, that gives us 5 orbs, and more importantly, gives us access to Himmel next turn. So here, we'll put 5 hits on the barrier, and we'll leave it with 1 hit remaining. But the rewind means that we're not like wasting a real turn here, and we can still get the skill points after breaking it. And that's perfect right there. So let's stack some synergy down and taunt, and then we'll use Himmel to convert, and now we get a full 6 hand, which means that we can definitely break that barrier. I mean, we could have broken it anyways. It only took 1 orb. But here, we get both EX alts. So there's the barrier, 250 skill points now. We were at 55, so it doesn't go over the cap. It only goes up to what you need. But more importantly, we broke it. And we got the points back, so it's fine. And it also should have reset our skills, right? No barrier there. Okay. So we can alt swap. Boom. It did reset because our taunt is back down to 40 points. And then we can we don't have to use Himmel right here. So let's actually use the taunt again, get more synergy down, and then we'll bring Frieren in and make her useful. So orb change. And we still need to wait 1 more turn for the seal to be off, which actually it's going to leave anyway. I wonder if does it get reapplied? And do we actually not need to worry about it that much? We're going to find out, I guess. Okay, so hit. Okay. Oh, there. Okay, barrier again. So we can't nuke here because it would just hit a barrier. I mean, we'd kill 2 of them. I want to kill 3 of them, though. So actually not the turn that we should have used that. Okay, well, we're learning, okay? We can retain the attack buff and everything in the magic state just by simply swapping her out. So let's bring Stark in. Let's alt swap. Boom. And then we'll just take Frieren out of here. And we'll bring in the Masked Hero. I guess we can use the Pierce buff now. Why not? We're going to make all these points back, essentially. And then we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, we get a double stack here. We might as well. Okay. So we'll break the barrier again. We'll get another 200 skill points. Which I don't actually know if that's enough to nuke, though. I don't really think we needed to use the Pierce buff, to be perfectly honest with you. We didn't hit Guy. Well, that's a problem. Well, that's a miss. And he reapplied the barrier. That's definitely a problem. Good to know he reapplied the barrier, though. Oranges? Lots of oranges? Lots of oranges. Hey, oh, I mean, yeah. Well. Oh, no, we don't have points. Okay, well, let's target fucking Guy now. Okay, we'll get 200 points back after we break this. Does he do it again on turn 7? Okay, I'm messing up so you know what to do on your own runs. Alright, so 225 points right there. Oh, you're gonna die. Please don't hit him, don't hit him, don't hit him. Woo! Safe. I guess we could have brought Frieren in. Okay, so now we should be good. So let's take Stark out of here. Boom. 200 points, so let's use this, and we'll use the synergy power. No, let's use the alt and alt down instead. And let's see if this is enough to kill here. Again, I mean, in the first video we did 3 million, and we definitely didn't need to do 3 million. So I'm assuming here, even though we don't have the synergy power buff, we have the Pierce buff, and we should be okay. 4 million damage. Okay, yeah. There's that. That's the stacks of the synergy down plus the Pierce buff. So even though we didn't have the synergy power, we're still giving ourselves some decent stuff there. Okay, well, I mean, that was a learning experience. Nuke on turn 7, probably. And you won't have to deal with a lot. You know, use the magic state to keep yourself away from those nerfs, which, again, I don't really think we needed to do. I think you're meant to nuke on turn 7 regardless, so I would just plan for that instead of trying to use things early. But yeah, that works. Now for a physical team? Alright, so let's try out the Commander team. We're going to nuke with our AoE Shizu. We brought Christmas Shizu as a backup nuking character, because she's also AoE, and she's going to have the fire buff and everything, well, most of the things. And then we brought free-to-play Gobta from Tempest Elite, and then the Glenda that came with this team. Those are the two flashback characters. Hinata for the buff and then convert, Gobta for the convert. Shizu changes all the oranges, so it's like not a big deal there. I feel like this should work fairly well. So let's just let's try it out. And again, because we have 200 skill points starting out, we can just use Gobta here, and then we could take Gobta out for Shizu, and then we could take Glenda out for Hinata, and then we can just use the Shizu convert, and there's a full hand right there. Perfect. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We do need to get an alt for Shizu though, which is like the only real kicker. But based on what we learned from using the Frieren team, we're just gonna plan for turn 7. That's not a great hand though. I mean, we can get around it, but like, one blue orb is not really what I'm feeling. Alright, convert, and we do have enough technically to use Gobta. The weakness strike stacks from Renard mean nothing, so we're only really going to benefit off of the alt resistance down debuff more than anything else, so it doesn't matter who's up front when we use these, thank God. But let's bring Gobta up front for Christmas Shizu, and then we'll use his convert, and hopefully we get better luck next turn, because we don't have any points. So that's a problem. Is like, we have to... Things can get real expensive real fast, depending on what you need. I would probably find myself resetting for like a perfect turn 1 where you don't need to orb change that much, or a better turn 2 where you don't need to use 3 fucking skills. And we know that if we don't break his barrier, he's gonna reapply it. So like, we need to get a 6-hand send here. So yeah, we're gonna reset. Hold on. Okay, we got a better turn 1 here. So we just have to use 1 convert instead of 2. And then hopefully next turn we can just maybe get a full hand of oranges and call it a day. And that'll make things a whole lot smoother in terms of making sure we have skill points for the turns where we don't break the barrier. Because he doesn't do that until turn 3. And you could very easily run out of skill points, as we saw. And, I mean... technically that works. And you know what, actually, because we know that he's not going to get it until next turn, I'm just not even going to orb change here. I think we're better off just burning out turn 2 if you don't get a perfect hand, and just not wasting skill points. That way you can ensure that you can break the barrier. And we'll just get these Glenda orb. Actually, we'll get these green orbs out, and maybe we can just use 1 orb change with Shizu. Or not. Alright, so there's the barrier, but because we kept the points, it's like, it's not a big deal. We can break it, and we'll get the 200 points back, and we'll also get the cost reduction as well. We're just missing some stacks, which, again, the stacks don't matter as much, because we're only getting half value right here. But let's orb change... I guess we can take out Glenda for Gobta and use his because it's cheaper. Yeah, let's do that instead. And then when we break it, all 3 of these converts will become cheaper because of the resets ability from breaking it. And we actually hit Guy this time, so that's important. We didn't misplay that again. So there's the barrier broken. There's 200 points. Okay hand, it's just no Shizu orbs. So thanks, I guess. Okay, let's do this, actually. Let's just send these 2 Hinata orbs, and then we'll bring Shizu in next turn for Gobta, who has a whole butt ton of orbs. Yeah, look at that shit. Okay, yep, thank you. The only thing I'm worried about is, do we have the damage? My Fire Shizu is skill fused, so she's double skill fused. She's good. She's looking real good for this team. So let's Gobta convert, boom, and then we take Gobta out for Shizu, and then we just full orange right here. Boom, right there. Does this... Pierce power, AoE resistance down. It's not a big deal. Let's stack again. Yeah, we're not even getting skill points from the stacks as well. We're only getting it from breaking, which this will work fairly well. We just need to get the EX alt, which I should probably swap that charm out for the alt rush charm. Maybe, depending on the damage we do. I mean, we're already up to turn 6, and we... Oh, I mean, are those all Shizu orbs? I mean, that could work out pretty well. I mean, we might not have to. Okay. Alright, thank you for the hit. Thank you for the hit. Yep, okay. Sure. Okay, that's... Yeah, sure, yeah. Let's do that. So, in fact, yeah, let's not even fuck around here. Let's take Gobta in for Hinata. That'll pull in another Shizu orb, and then we can alt swap, orange convert. Boom, boom. 5 orbs should get us the EX alt for Shizu. If it doesn't, I'm going to be quite sad. We can break the barrier, and then next turn we should be good. Yeah, perfect. So let's put this on, because it lasts for a while. We don't have anyone who's activating Pierce on the team, but if we did bring somebody, like if you don't worry about the 2 4-star characters, you could load up, and you could bring a Pierce character. Fount of Wisdom Albus, that would work. And then you could benefit off that Pierce power buff from Christmas Shizu if she's skill fused. Which even if she isn't, she's still going to benefit a little bit. But here is where we're really going to worry about it. Oh, that's actually... I mean... It's not a terrible hand. Let's take out Gobta for Hinata. We don't need him for anything. And then let's do the buff. We already have the AoE buff on, or the debuff on. So we don't need to use that skill again. I guess we can, though. It's not a huge deal. And then we'll bring Glenda in to give us the synergy rate, which now, we're not sealed at all. So, well, Glenda is, but she's not been up front very often. Okay, and then we'll use the convert from Hinata, because there's 3 greens and we can change 2 of them. Okay. And then double stack, so more alt resistance down. Well, I really hope this is enough to kill. We have to do 1,000,000 plus right here. Maybe 1,000,000 straight because of the damage we've done to Guy. I really hope that this is enough. Shizu, come on. Shizu, please. Oh, okay, thank God. 1.5. Definitely helped by the skill fusion from Christmas Shizu. So, if you find yourself with this team lacking damage, I would say just give up on the 2 4-star character mission and just bring some other support unit and make Shizu do a bunch of damage. Or give up maybe on the full physical mission and bring a buffing character of some sort. Synergy, Diablo or something. Or new hero. Or old hero, actually. Crit. That could work. The number of things you could do to swap out to get this stage clear. But those are 2 teams that you can use to do it. Again, like the previous video, if you used a different team than these 2, then please put it down in the comments for other people to see and try and team build off of that, make my life easier. But that's it from me, guys. Take it easy, and I'll see you all later.